Well, hey guys, it's Rachel. So today I am going to be doing a revival tour review. I went Saturday, June 4th in DC at the Verizon Center, and honestly, oh my god, I'm still not over it. Post concert depression is hitting me strong. Look at those muscles that I don't have. Um, anyways, so we drove up from my house on my dad and I went, and we drove up on Saturday morning. We left about 7 a.m. and it's about a 3 hour drive from where I live. So when we got into DC, we checked into our hotel and we went around DC a little bit, walked around, went to the Natural History Museum, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna skip to the part we went to the Verizon Center and like scoped it out. I'd been there before to see Taylor on the Red tour, but we wanted to figure out, just like look at, scope things out. Anyways, so we walked down and we saw a security guard, and I wanted to try and meet Selena after the show. And so I walked up to him. I said, I know Selena sometimes like comes out after shows, and do you know where the barricades will be? And he said right here. It was like right by the loading dock, and he was like, it'll be right here. She'll come out. And my dad was like, so Selena Gomez might come out right here. And he was like, it's not a matter if Selena Gomez will come out, she will come out here. So anyways, that I'll talk about that. I'm just like going from start to end. Anyways, so then we walked back around the arena, and I'd say we went there about like 1. But anyways, so we were walking down the other side of the arena, like on the other entrance side, and we were walking down the street, and I was like, I was walking this way, he was walking this way. I looked up and I was like, oh my god, Dad, that's somebody from DNCE, which was opening for Selena. And I was like, I knew it was them because nobody else looks like Cole from DNCE. The hair, the outfit, I knew. So I looked down at my phone. I like slid it up because you have to like slide it up to get the camera open. And I turned my brightness up. And as we were passing him, I said, hey, you're from DNCE. And then he like kept walking. Like he didn't have earphones in, so I knew like he had heard me. It was clear that he had heard me. And I was like, he just ignored me, kept walking. And so I turned back around, and I was just like gonna ask for a picture, like, bro, okay? Like, it wasn't like, hey, you're 50 streets over from the Verizon Center. He was at the Verizon Center. But anyways, so apparently, actually, my dad said when we both turned back around, like once he passed us, and like just to see what he was doing, he apparently made a motion like he was gonna flick me off, as my dad told me, and then I saw him like high five his friend or something. Anyways, so then we decided to like go back to the hotel and like chill. And so when I was on the subway back, my friend Bobby, she said, Rachel, keep your eyes open. I heard that Joe Jonas is sightseeing in DC. So I was like, okay, look here. Anyways, apparently he was like one or two streets over from me because he was on Pennsylvania Avenue just taking a jog with the rest of DNCE while I ran into his lovely band member. I was not impressed, honestly. I love DNCE's music, but I was not impressed by my interaction with Cole. So anyways, went back to the hotel, got ready. I wore a black romper, and I straightened my hair, did my makeup. I messed up my foundation, so I had to redo that. Then we decided to drive because the metro was like only had like one train going because they were doing construction. So we decided to drive to the Verizon Center, which was like a 20-minute drive from our hotel. Wasn't bad. Anyways, so when we got to the Verizon Center, we parked our little vehicle, and then we walked up to the Verizon Center, and we waited outside for, I'd say, not even 5 minutes. But there were like tons of people out there, but they moved us inside, And so that was cool. And we stood there until like, I'd say 6:30. And then we were allowed into like the actual arena. And let's see. Okay, then I ran to merchandise immediately because I knew that that was going to get really crowded. So I got, I kind of went bankrupt. I got 3 shirts. I got the iced coffee, one of her like with the rollers in her hair. She's sipping her iced coffee. I just had mine handy, sorry. But that is at my mom's. I already wore that. And then I got the Kill 'em with Kindness one where it has like S. Gomez on the front. It's navy and like the yellow lettering. It says Kill 'em with Kindness on the back. I got those 2, and I got this one, the Revival Selena Gomez with like the tour dates on the back. And I got the tote bag with her face and the skeleton. And then I got the Revival tour bracelet. Anyways, so got my merchandise. I was standing in line at Dunkin' Donuts, and actually, no. I was walking to Dunkin' Donuts, and some girl walked up to me, and she goes, "Rachel!" I was like, oh my God. And so anyways, she was really, really sweet, and I was really happy that I got to talk with her. She was like, "I commented on your Instagram," and she was really sweet. I love her. Anyways, and she just made me really happy. She was like, "I commented on your Instagram and you told me to come run up to you and say hi." And we talked about, Taylor and, because, yeah. And anyways, so we took a picture. It was really fun. Then I was standing in line for Dunkin' Donuts, and my friend Joy was coming around the corner. I was like, oh, Joy. So I ran to Joy. I ran out of a Dunkin' Donuts line. That's how you know a real friendship is there. Anyways, so I got to meet my friend Joy. My picture with Taylor just fell. That's really cute. And then we went and we sat down in our seats. Okay, so we waited, and B. Miller came on. I freaking love B. Miller. She did so good. Like, her vocals were so good. I got so pumped, but there was one thing that I was like, oh my God. When we were in section 100, and it was really bad because the strobes, she has 2 strobes going during her opening act. It was right in my face. Like, the strobe was dead in my face. And I was like, oh my gosh. I saw like spots like after every song. It was so bad. Like, it made it unenjoyable a little bit, but I still enjoyed B. Miller's set. If that, like, I didn't want to be blind after it though. We ended up actually going to tell like one of the people that they might want to move the lights after her set because somebody almost like fell down the concourse. It was like that bad. My dad said that he saw somebody almost fall. I was like this the whole time, and like I had to like look at the back of the arena. So I didn't. Anyways, I love B. Miller, and I thought she was so good. I was so impressed by her. I'd say it was like a half hour later, DNCE came on, and they were so good. I love DNCE. I mean, oh, and my dad was like, yeah, that was definitely him, because he had on the same outfit and everything Cole did. And so I knew it was him, but I mean, I guess my run-in with Cole like made me think of them like a little bit less. But I really loved their set, and I liked how they kept DNCE. I thought that was so cool. And Cake by the Ocean, I was singing it so loud, I was actually shaking by the time it was over. I actually called my mom because she wasn't there with me, but she's in love with that song, so I called her during that song. So I didn't record it. But anyways, then we waited, and Calvin Harris played a lot. This Is What You Came For played. Feel So Close played. Sweet Nothing played. Gave me all the feels because, as we know, Taylor and Calvin broke up, which I'm so sad about. Anyways, after that, This Is What You Came For. After This Is What You Came For, Selena came on and she opened up with Revival, and Same Old Love, and I absolutely lost it. I've wanted to see Selena like before the Stars Dance tour. I couldn't go to Stars Dance because it was on school day in October, and I was sad. But anyways, I have loved Selena since I heard "Love You Like a Love Song," and I was like, oh my god, like one of my favorite people is right there, like, and it was just like a huge sing along, and it was so cool. And I thought it was really cool after Who Says she saw some, she was like, oh, you're FaceTiming, and she grabbed somebody's phone like out of the pit, and she was like, you want to see what it's like on stage? And she was like, did you not like buy a ticket? Or it was really cute. So I got to see that in person, and I loved her intro to Me and My Girls. Honestly, like I was so blown away, and she has such good vocals, and her cover of Transfiguration was like so good, and oh gosh, I was like oh, it just made me so happy to see her. So the whole thing was really good. Right after Me and the Rhythm, though, I wasn't leaving before that song because that song is actually my fave. So after Me and My Girl, no, Me and the Rhythm, I elbowed my dad. I was like, let's go outside and try to meet her because we're going to leave a few songs early because the crowd was going to be ridiculous. So we ran out to the barricades by the loading dock, and we had stood there, and this woman was like, you can't stand here. We got barricade. This girl was like, you can't stand here because I'm reserving it for 3 girls in the concert. And I'm like, I came out of the concert early, like, you're not saving this. So I stood there anyways. And then they told us to, like, move again. And then they told us that she wasn't going to come out, and that she had just announced in the concert that she wasn't coming out because of security reasons. So I was really sad, because I really wanted to meet her. Even if it was for a brief moment, I just wanted to say hi to her and let her know, like, that I loved her. But it's okay. I would rather everybody been safe than sorry. But I was disappointed. But anyways, it was a really, really good show, and I miss it. And I wish I could go back. And she's just so beautiful, and I loved how smiley and, like, giddy she was, and I love her so much. I'm so thankful I got to go see Selena. I was watching my concert videos in study hall today. I was like, Dad, how do you put up with me? Because I am such a loud screamer. I should audition for a horror film. But anyways, so yeah, that's my Selena experience, and I love you guys, and thank you for watching. And if you go to Revival, you will have the best night of your life, or one of the best nights of your life. Anyways, I'm still like, oh gosh, I miss her. But hopefully she'll be coming out with a new album. Also, Selena, please release Feel Me on iTunes immediately, because I need that in my life. Anyways, I love you guys. I love you, Selena, and thank you for putting on such a good show in DC. I couldn't think for a minute. All these finals. Oh my gosh, stop falling. All these finals are just making my brain go. Anyways, if you want to see pictures from my show, you can go to my Instagram. It's in the description. My Twitter. Anyways, I love you. I love you guys, and bye. If you have video requests, please put them below. Love you. Bye. Why do I keep saying that?